man once said, the best time to speech should only last as long as it takes the groom to make love. From what Amy said, we shouldn't have even stood up. So.
Well, we did ask for a microphone from the hotel manager, but he said there wasn't one available. So if you can't hear me at the back, the sound from the people at the front should reassure you you're not missing out. Well, hello anyway. I'm Mark Conde. Hello again. I'm Tom Smith.
And I'm Mark Conde. It might have taken a long time, but Graham has finally come to realise we are the best men. We'd like to welcome everybody to this special occasion. Not only is it Graham and Amy's wedding day, but it's also the first time that Graham has had a shower, a shave, and cut his nails. We hope so anyway. So.
We'd just like to say how beautiful the bridesmaids look, but we honestly think they've been outshone today by the best men. And obviously the most beautiful lady here in the room today, Amy Shuttleworth. Matt, Mark was also telling me earlier how nice Amy's breasts look, but I told him not to be so rude.
Where did that come from?
Matt loves Amy's boobs.
My comment, Graham bought Amy's
Long-standing
engagement
joke.
ring, leaving the proposal for a special occasion. Unfortunately for Amy, this was on one night when Graham was slightly late home, intoxicated, and more to the point, in the doghouse. So, in true Shutty style, Shutty then used his ring to get out of jail free card.
Well then again, it was a nicer surprise than usual. The last surprise Graham gave Amy when she got woken up in the middle of the night. Well, let's just put it this way, it involved wet sheets.
Did you hear about that? He done it.
Amy, of course,
He went to
said
the
yes.
loo.
Unfortunately for Graham, it was also Harry's christening the next day. For Graham being a type killer, this was a bonus. She also classed it as an engagement party. Being a former boss of Graham, I thought it would be quite good to get some comments from former employees. But it took me long enough to actually write the list that it did actually to get the actual comments out of them. I think it's somewhere along here somewhere. Former employees. Start from Priory under Tom Bowker.
Oh, I don't think you've got the old list there, Condit. Mark Parker.
Mechanicking for Scotch Rob.
Driving a knacker wagon for Robinson and Mitchells.
Contracting for Phil Farr.
Driving for Andrew Woodhouse.
HMT, Shipping and Hesham.
Driving a knacker wagon for Duradins.
Driving for Cars Billingtons.
Contracting for Mark Conde.
Fish Farm at Bentham.
Mechanicking at Daft Carnforth.
Priory Farm for the Norrises.
Driving for Farers.
Crackles is at Burren.
Mechanicking for his dad.
And now he works for the biggest Scrooge of them all. After they're making this list, we're trying to think of times when Graham was messed up at work. But we're struggling, but we have to make a few phone calls to a few people and run a few back. See what we'll come up with another list. The one on the top of the list really that comes to mind is actually at Crackles is here today. There was siloing at Crackles is at Borough. You know, nice farm, smooth fields, flat. You know, 25-acre fields, you know. Land with plenty down there, it's just so easy down there, and it's just good doing it. And Graham managed to roll a silo trail in the middle of the field. No hollers, no holes, and nothing. That was a record for Borough. The silo trail rolled 6 before that. So,
One day when Graham was working for Robinson Mitchell's, I went with him. We turned up at this farm. The farmer comes round the corner and said, "It's this cow here I want shooting." So anyway, Graham shot the cow, dragged it into the back of the knacker wagon, and thought, yeah, jobs are good. Anyway, the farmer's brother comes round the corner and says, "Oh, how long have you been here? It's this cow we want shooting here." Needless to say, Graham had shot the wrong cow.
Graham's first day driving for Fairhurst, he was going to meet Jack. Meet him on the way, going down to the quarry. As Jack got near to Graham, Graham rings him up and says, "Slight problem. I've locked my keys in my wagon. Can you go back and get my keys?" That was on his first day.
And if anyone wondered why the NFU insurance premiums have gone up this year, it's because Shorty bent the chassis in one of Carl's Billington Dew trailers, cost the NFU 50 grand.
Loading bales in the dark with Andrew Woodhouse. They both came across a wasp nest. Woody said to
It's funny.
Shuddy, "You alright? You don't sting in the dark." So Graham carried on, didn't he? 5 stings later, in which he hadn't.
7 rounds up.
We've also got a quote from Andrew Woodhouse.
Do you know?
He gave us this quote saying, "Shuddy saw himself as quite the man, big sideburns and muscle vest. He told me I would never break him with hard work. Which, to be fair, I never did. But a fortnight later, he handed his notice to him looking very tired."
So I thought I'd ask his dad and Rambo to see how he's getting on at work now. They said, "Well, we call him God." And I said, "Really, that good?" They said, "No, we never see him, and if he ever does any work, it's a bloody miracle." He spends that much time on the phone, I don't even think he remembers how to use a spanner. He's got you this present here, so you put up on your office wall. Just so you remember how to use a spanner. And you can tell we've left the uncensored bit there.
I thought we would be able to see it. So.
And that isn't a 6-finger, is it? That's what you're thinking. Shorty's favourite comment is, "It might be small, but I've got a quick ass." Anyway.
Have you got left?
For Shorty's stag do, after a few ideas, we decided on going to Dublin. It was after planning this and having to do this speech, I realised why people said being asked to be the best man is like being asked to make love to the Queen. It's an honour, but no one really wants to do it. They started off with 9 of us going. 2 dropped out before we went. Then we nearly lost another 2 at the airport. The first was while going through airport security, and Sam decided to say, while his bag was being searched by airport security, "I wouldn't go too far in, it might explode." Needless to say, this wasn't a good idea. Next, Graham decided to have a fag while stood on the runway, which also wasn't a good idea. So what started off as 9 on the stag do nearly ended up at 5 without the stag. Anyway, we all managed to get there, and the weekend went fairly smoothly for most of us. But let's just say Graham came back with 2 pairs of boxers, less than he went with.
On a more serious note now, I'd like to say, I've known Graham for 8 years. First met him when he was driving knacker wagon. He was like a little cheeky chappy on the job with his little dog, and never met him before. Shortly after that, he started to work for me, and he was